Hello, so here I am live, and oh, I see all kinds of mess around me. Never mind, that's the way life is sometimes. So, I promised you to talk about a few things, a few relationship tips, and I already shared these few tips online and just a shout out about what they were going to be about. So today I'm going to talk about the first one. And the first one is you create the love you experience in your relationship. Yeah, and most of us would think, well, hold on, that's not right. What are you talking about? Isn't it sure that, isn't it all about, I'm experiencing the love that is given to me and all that kind of stuff. And actually, I believe that it's a mistaken concept, a mistaken idea that we believe that love is something that you receive as in a big gesture and suddenly it will appear and you will feel it and it will be there. And well, no, actually, love is something that you project. And as you project it onto the other people, onto your partner, in case of a romantic relationship, and as you do so, you are in the middle of experiencing it, and you are the one that is coloring it with all these meanings. So that's another one there. Love is also the quality of the meaning that you give to it, the light and dark shades that you're allowing within that experience of your projection. And it is wonderful because that's where the difference is also, because love is just love in itself, yes? And then we project it onto other people, and it's in that mirroring and in that kind of that exchange with the other person that the finesse, the shading, the colors, and all the different experiences of it come in. And so that's all about that projection of you giving that love to this person, and how you're giving that love and how you're expressing that love that you're generating from within you. And then the meanings that you're giving it. And hello, I have a viewer. Welcome. That's my first viewer ever. Thank you. So if it's a projection, and that means it also is a choice, that it is a conscious choice that you can make to feel love, to experience love, to have love enter into this relationship. Think about that. So it's also about you opening up, because if you don't open up to tap into the love that you have inside yourself, then how are you ever going to be able to project it onto the other person to then have this experience of love within your relationship? So that's something that I find so extremely enriching in life, to really think about the fact that you hold the strings, you hold the power. I'm going to use the word power to decide, okay, so this is where I'm going to be projecting and sharing and expressing my love, and I'm going to express it onto you. Onto you. And you have to be open to that. You have to be willing to do that. And you have to be vulnerable and caring and sharing and a little crazy, really, to do that. It's nice. It's fun to love. And it's exciting. And so what I've been talking about here is love is a projection, is not something that you just receive. And what you can do is you start recognizing it when somebody else is doing it onto you. And so we're sharing in that experience of what we do ourselves as well. And so what I find also very interesting is that a lot of people have conditional love. And although we say that love isn't conditional, oh no, I love unconditionally. Well, check yourself, because is that really true? A lot of us actually want love to be conditional, as in we want it to be reciprocal. And that's a condition. And so when you take away that need, That need. I'm just going to call it a need. So if you take away that need, that it needs to be reciprocal, because you know what? You can get really stuck in if it's conditional and it needs to be reciprocal. So who's going to start? Are you going to be waiting for the other one to show you your love or the way you think that love needs to be shown before you are willing to show your love and your expression of it and to share whatever is inside of you? It's not a game. It's something that you decide that you want to give, to live, to have come out of you. And so taking away that condition really frees you up to just share in what is in your heart and what is in your soul and in your being. And it's going to take some awakening and some being very real with yourself, because that condition is really deep. And especially when we feel like we're being shortchanged, and so we're not, getting enough from our partners. We kind of sit around and we use it as a bargaining method. I'm not going to give you any until you give me some love. Well, and in the meantime, you're all miserable as fuck. So, get over it. And I also find it interesting with this condition. So what if your partner is having a bad day and they're just not in a place where they can be loving, or they can be in a place where they're able to have that projection onto you of love? Do you then stop loving because that day they're just not able to express anything towards you? You then stop and you say, okay, so hold on. You ain't loving me today, so I'm not loving you. It's not happening. No, I know that you're going to say that that's not true, because we all know that everybody has good and bad days. And so, yes, also in love, there's days when one is going to feel it more differently, express it differently, and it's all good. It's all fine. And then suddenly you find, you don't need that condition, that reciprocation. Yeah. So, what if I now love and I experience it, and is it a recipe for success? Does that mean now my relationship is going to be completely successful because I have figured out that love is a projection? So I can just sit here and I start loving you. Oh, yes, I love you, I love you, I love you. Yes, that doesn't mean that your relationship is actually going to work, because a relationship is a little bit more than just the emotional side of it. But it does help. It does take away some of the stuff and the confusion and the arguments and the craving of that need being fulfilled, that you just want that love to come into your life. And actually, all the while, you had the power within yourself to feel love and to feel that fulfillment that comes from being loved. And being loved is actually, you are loving the beloved, which is you. And you are projecting that ability to connect to your own wonderful being onto the other person, and you're sharing that. And so knowing that and holding that power does make you a more rich partner, a partner that needs less and is less demanding. But again, no, it's not a guarantee. No, I'm so sorry. It's not. So I'm going to look at my note here, because I have no idea what I'm talking about now. Oh, yes! Yes! Because love actually doesn't mean that this is the person for you. It doesn't mean that somebody that you're decided to project your love upon is actually somebody that needs to be in your life. God damn it. So just loving somebody doesn't mean that it is in their best interest, and that being in a relationship with you is what is best for them. And if it's not best for them, then God damn, it's not best for you either. So sometimes the biggest love and the best love to give to somebody in that situation is the love of letting go. of releasing them of your desire to be with them. And it doesn't mean you have to stop loving them. You can love them all you like, and you can, still have all your fantastic fantasies and projections, but they're not going to be part of your life in the way that you want them to be, or you would hope that that would fit. But that hope and that need is not based on the reality anyway, because that's just not going to happen between the two of you. So, just loving is not a recipe for success. And then also, the final thing I'm going to say on this subject about you can create the love you experience. As I keep saying that it's a projection, it's also how you express it, how you are able to allow it out of you. So even if you know all of this in your head, being able to share what's there, being able to show who you are, being able to show what this person means, and for them to be in your life, what that means to you, is something that you are also going to need to work on. And also it might, it might or might not be the way that the other person is, because they're coming in and they also have their little voices in their heads and their needs and their expectations and their beliefs. And so all you can do and learn is, how do I express this love, and how do I want to do that with this particular person? Because if you have been in different relationships in your life, romantic relationship, any kind of relationships, you know that you express your love differently with different people. And so honing those talents, those skills over time will actually allow you to be able to become better at it, more open with it, more flexible, more vulnerable, more honest, more exciting, and be more playful. I suppose it's playful also. So that's it. You create the love that you experience in your relationship. That's the message for today. I hope you enjoyed my little live chat. This was my first one. Thank you, Barbara. I love it. I get a heart. Whee! And take care of yourself. Bye-bye.